Streaming services use algorithms that feed people songs they've already played, and that creates a doom loop that's allowed recent songs to stay on the charts for absurdly long runs, which to me would make sense because hit songs we all collectively enjoy feel few and far between these days. And I think there's a few main reasons for that. Now, I'm not one of those people who's saying that all modern music is bad or anything like that, or that they don't make good music anymore. There is a ton of great music coming out every single day. But what I'm saying is, it feels like the mainstream music, the most popular upper echelon music, just isn't as fun and collectively enjoyed as it used to be. I don't know about you guys, but lately music hasn't felt as exciting as it used to. And I think that the numbers back this feeling up too. Billboard had to change their rules to pull songs from the Hot 100 if they've been on there too long, with NPR saying, streaming services use algorithms that feed people songs they've already played, and that creates a doom loop that's allowed recent songs to stay on the charts for absurdly long runs, which to me would make sense because hit songs we all collectively enjoy feel few and far between these days. And I think there's a few main reasons for that. Now, I'm not one of those people who's saying that all modern music is bad or anything like that, or that they don't make good music anymore. There is a ton of great music coming out every single day. But what I'm saying is, it feels like the mainstream music, the most popular upper echelon music, just isn't as fun and collectively enjoyed as it used to be. Let's do a little experiment. Let's check out the Billboard Hot 100 in 2010 and in 2020. In 2010, we have TikTok by Kesha, Hey Soul Sister by Train, California Girls by Katy Perry, Airplanes by B.O.B., Love the Way You Lie, Bad Romance, Dynamite, and many more songs.
What a time to be alive. Oh my days. Are you looking, bro, TikTok? What? Airplanes? What? But even bad, bro, all of these songs right here, it reminds me of my childhood. I always say that, look, when we were younger, there were so many hits on the radio. It's almost as if though every single song that was pushed in the mainstream, it was amazing, bro. Even though, yes, we'll be annoyed when it comes on and, this song's come on again, and they used to brainwash us to like songs as well, I'm gonna be real. The quality was still way better than what we have right now, guys. You know what I mean? I don't know what's happened to music, man. It's really, really scary to see. And now we got AI music as well. Bloody hell. Yo, if you're watching right now and you're enjoying the commentary so far, simply leave a like. Make sure to comment and most importantly, subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel all the way to the moon. Let's get straight back into the video.
Songs that I'd imagine we all know and enjoy. Pop songs that are fun to dance to, fun to sing along to, fun to play with your friends, and things like that. And then in 2020, we have Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, Circles by Post Malone, The Box by Roddy Ricch, Rockstar by DaBaby, Life is Good, Memories, Say So, and more. I do like The Box, but it just feels like the ones from the 2010s are way more classic. The songs from the 2010s feel like they're more fun, they aged better, and we all enjoyed them more collectively. Let's try again though, looking at 2015 and 2025. In 2015, we had Uptown Funk, See You Again, Trap Queen, Sugar, Blank Space, Watch Me, The Hills, Can't Feel My Face, Bad Blood. I mean, come on. How is 2025 gonna compete? Well, 2025's year-end list isn't out yet, but there hasn't been much change anyway, so let's take a look at 2024, which featured a bar song, Beautiful Things, I Had Some Help, Not Like Us, Espresso, $1 Million Baby, and more. Again, I could be alone in this feeling, but
it just looks like TikTok music, bro. Just the music that bangs on TikTok. Oh, nah. The new generation, they are missing out on amazing music, guys. Amazing music. Because right now, this isn't making any sense. Like, half of these songs, by the time I have kids, and by the time some of you like a lot, maybe you have kids, maybe you don't, I don't know. But I can almost guarantee that your kids and your grandkids are not going to be looking at these times and being like, oh, amazing music. Michael Jackson's movie came out literally 2 weeks ago, and everyone has gone to stream Michael Jackson again because his music is 1,000 times better than anything that's coming out right now. Why is that? There was more integrity, more soul, more meaning in the music. What has happened to music, guys? It's scary, bro. Honestly.
I feel like the songs from 2015 are just miles better. I mean, what on that list I just named comes even close to Trap Queen? Name one. There's nothing. Those again are songs that you can sing with your friends or dance to. It felt like we all as a society collectively enjoyed these songs more. And to me, it just feels like that overarching feeling is gone. And it's hard to describe. Well, I don't think it's just me.
A pretty excellent selection of songs in this top 10. I'm genuinely optimistic about pop music these days.
What the f happened?
Now, this is completely my opinion, but I feel like, in general, modern popular music, at least these last few years, isn't that exciting anymore. Of course, there are bangers we all like here and there, and the independent, alternative, indie, and underground scenes are full of more talent than ever before, but the mainstream is suffering. And I think there are a few reasons as to why this could be. One reason could be today's terrible economy and wealth inequality. I mean, I'm spending $60 at the grocery store for some eggs, chicken, and yogurt. It's crazy. And one tool that can help you with this is Current. Current is a mobile banking app that has plenty of great features you can take advantage of. For example,
shout out to the sponsor, but that's not what we're here for, bro. And even then, I would even argue that, okay, in bad times, that's when you usually get the best music, because music is an expression of what's going on. It's an escape for people as well. It's a way for people to kind of like disconnect from the hardships of life and sing about it, be happy about it, maybe even be sad about it, and embrace it in a way that's also going to be a release or an escape, like I mentioned, for themselves. So why is it that artists aren't necessarily digging into that and actually unveiling that and actually representing it? I actually believe, also as a music producer, sound engineer, that, let's be real, labels aren't investing into artists anymore. They're not investing into people that are really creative. They're not investing into the people that are really going to make the change for things. Like, it's just a fact. Do you know what I mean? The people they're investing into are the easy cheat codes. The people that they can see on TikTok. You've made a quick song that's going to basically blow within this month or two, and they're going to quickly make... It's like, you know, crypto meme coins, pump and dump coins, yeah? That's what's happened with music ever since TikTok came. And don't get twisted, TikTok is an amazing app, but it's changed the way we consume media, entertainment, and everything. Information, bro. Like, people don't want to take time to Google something and actually go and read a book about it and things like that. Now it's straight ChatGPT, Claude. I use AI every single day. Don't get it twisted. But still, guys, there is integrity, there is more learning, there's more enjoyment when you actually do the hard things in life. When you slow down for a bit and just say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to actually, instead of me learning it the 30-second way, let me learn it in a 30-minute or even a 30-day way, so that I can actually sustain that skill, so I can sustain the enjoyment and actually talk to my kids about it, rather than just, oh, it's a blur in the imagination. You know what I mean? We can't remember half the songs that came out last year, guys. It's crazy, guys.
Fees on overdraft, because overdraft fees are just the worst. If I'm already negative, why are you taking money from my negative balance? Songs from 1950 to 2023, and found that both rhythm and pitch became steadily less complex over that period. Conservatively, they have both decreased by 30%. This isn't inherently a bad thing, but it's just one of many studies that goes to show that pop music has been getting simpler. A study in 2012 showed that diversity of note combinations has consistently diminished in the last 50 years. Melodies are becoming more and more similar, and songs are relying on a smaller range of timbres than before. And I think the biggest driver of this is the streaming era and record labels. First of all, think about platforms like Spotify or TikTok. When Spotify took off, their unique playlist system was the standard for finding new music. To make it to the top Spotify playlist, your song has to work its way through the lower and mid-tier playlists first. And if your song is skipped a lot, it won't graduate, making it so artists might not be inclined to have a slow intro or too crazy of an intro. And when people are listening to playlists in the background, they don't want super crazy songs. So the focus isn't on giving people reasons to listen to your music, but avoiding giving them reasons to turn it off, which is why a lot of pop songs may feel a little bit more bland or less offensive than they may have in the past. In a similar way, the TikTok era of music has artists hyper-focused on a 10-second clip of their song, usually the chorus, hoping that that one part goes viral, whereas the rest of the track may be a little boring or repetitive.
Facts, to be honest. This is like, I run a music marketing agency as well. This is what I help my clients do, unfortunately. I know, like, hey man, hey man, hey man, I know I'm probably part of the problem as well, but again, I'm a lover of music. I'm a lover of great music. What I try to say to my people and the people I work with, that look, let's make great music, but let's also adapt to the new ways of marketing it and actually getting in front of people's faces. Because if we rely on the traditional methods, unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore. We need to adapt. Do you know what I mean? And in adapting, hopefully, we would hope that once we're able to actually break it out and actually get a lot of people listening to it, they are eventually going to enjoy it. You know what I mean? They're going to eventually pick the good music rather than the worst or the bad music or the quick fixes, you know, in terms of music as well. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, if you can't beat them, drain them. Not the best mindset to have, but hey, man, it's part of the game. Do you know what I mean?
Or just brushed off. Another reason pop music all sounds kind of simpler and similar is likely because of how easy it is to make music now. Objectively, I think that making music more accessible has been a huge net positive and has led to way more innovation, but it can also cause a couple problems. I saw a YouTuber named Lachlan Frazier made a similar video on this topic and brought up a great point.
Talking about how the tape sound that everyone strives for and loves isn't actually the saturation or compression that you get from tape. Instead, the tape sound that everyone wants, but doesn't quite realize they want, is the imperfections. Tape was expensive and difficult to work with. You really needed to be good at what you were doing, and if you were considering doing a retake, you really had to think it over and decide, do I really want to redo this whole take and waste more tape? And because of that, older records tend to have more flaws. But now with digital recording, you can endlessly record takes and then comp out a perfect take, and then quantize it and run it through Melodyne and then stack 5 EQs and 30 other plugins on top of that.
We've perfected the soul out of music is a great quote from that video. And I think this leaves people yearning for some sort of imperfection in music. For example, when the SoundCloud era popped off in the late 2010s, a lot of the draw to that genre was the artist utilizing distortion. People enjoyed what most pop songs would have edited out at the time. Personally, I'm a big fan of this underground artist named Willie Crooks, who intentionally clips his kicks. If you don't know, clipping is a type of distortion when the audio is too high for the system to handle, so it just cuts off. And usually it sounds terrible. Basically, this is what clipping is. Me talking really loud into the mic, see the audio clipped, and now it sounds shitty, even if it's quiet. But in his music, I think he makes it sound kind of cool. Or even vocal imperfections, like when an artist's voice cracks or messes up, can sound good. It makes the music sound so much more human. And that video by Lachlan was great. However, I don't agree with all of his takes. For example, he said a lot of rap all sounds the same now.
Rap music, I would argue, is probably the biggest offender of this trend. The genre seems to have just been completely taken over by minimalistic trap beats and a hyper fixation on aesthetics. They're not really offering the listener anything other than some vibes. And look, I'm not saying that every rapper needs.
It's true though, because early rap, these guys are talking about, of course, you had the money, you had the vibes, you had to get lit and like you listen to a Tupac or Biggie, etc. And that's is what it is, yeah. But you would also have records where they would try to talk about what they've been through, talk about how things need to change. Do you even have like positive songs as well? You know what I mean? Like that's just the way it is and stuff like that, etc. Like different songs, bro. Different songs, like reminiscent songs, just different songs, just to explore creativity in the most innovative kind of ways. We've lost that art, man. We've lost the art, and I don't know, man. Do you feel as if though AI music is just gonna take over and we're all fucked? I'm very, very confused about that.